All right. Welcome in H-Town. You are now tuned in to the Solid Grip. I'm your host, J.R. Wilson, alongside me, Ping Wilson. And hey, it's time to talk about what we need to talk about concerning the rivalry of the Southern Houston Astros and the Northern Yankees. Okay? And we're going to do that. So now's the time for y'all to close your mouth and open your ears and listen to what the Solid Grip has to say right after this here. All right, Pat. Game one in the books. Astros, Yankees. We knew this was going to be a game where, boy, them Yankees fans, they something else, boy. I'm telling you. I know the producers for the games, they can't do nothing because them Yankees fans are F.U. Altuve, F.U. Bradley, F.U. Bregman, loud and clear. All right? So, Pop, give me your thoughts, man. Tell me what's going on.
Oh, I didn't watch it, Rich. I just did the cast of the game and stuff. I knew they were gonna be hard on them and stuff, but that's just New York, man. I mean, those people up there think that the sun don't supposed to set on them, man. So it does not surprise me that they were hard on Altuve because hey, Altuve was hard on them. You know, they took their best pitcher and went yard on them and sent them back to New York and stuff. And so
Hey,
you
what
know,
Reggie Jackson say? They don't boo nobodies,
yeah,
right?
right,
So go ahead. I'm sorry.
right. No, but I'm just saying, man. Speaking of Reggie, he's not working for the Astros, but uh, man, it's just a rivalry. Game one got off to a good start for the Astros. I think Bergman hit a home run in the first inning, and then the Yankees came back and went ahead when the big guy Stratton hit a home run and stuff. But other than that, I mean, it was a good game. I mean, it was 3-3, and not watching it, somebody made an error. Bases was loaded, and LeMahieu hit a infield single, and I think it was one throwing error, may have been two throwing errors because next time I looked, it was 6-3, and that was basically it and stuff. I mean, because the Astros bats weren't as loud as they usually be, but it's just game one, man, and it's a 3-game series, and trust me, the Astros will bounce back tomorrow because I mean, listen, the one thing about the Astros, they can hit the baseball, and you're not gonna quiet those bats for very long. They're too good. Now I'm a little worried about Altuve because he's somewhat in a prolonged slump, man. I think he's batting average down below 250 now and stuff. But Bregman's still hitting it. Brantley's still hitting it. Jordan is still hitting it. Your first baseman is still hitting it. So if you got 3 or 4 or 5 guys, Tucker's been kind of slow this year and stuff to come around, but he will. And then Guerrero, we talked about this last week, Rich, how this guy for a week it looked like Willie Mays, any of the greats of the game. And then for 2 weeks, he looked like he ain't never played baseball before, especially on the offensive end, man. And this guy's asking for 310, $325 million, man. He's not gonna get it in Houston. I wouldn't give it to him. I'm not saying that because I want him to sign for the Yankees. But, I'm just saying, man, this guy he doesn't produce consistently. You got an opportunity, man, to blow the doors off this thing. You healthy, you don't have back problems or knee problems or but I think it's in between his ears, man. I really do, man. I just don't think he brings a winning attitude to the ballpark every game like a Altuve. Altuve may be slumping a little bit, but let me tell you, man. He coming there swinging the bat. Gurriel, he coming in with his sideways stance, swinging the bat, man. But I don't get Carrero. So anyway, you know, back to my point. I think the Astros will be okay. Uh, like I said, Yankees been had some hot bats lately and stuff, and Hey, trust me, the Astros got some young pitchers and stuff. They gonna throw at them these next couple of games and stuff. They got to have their eyes on and stuff because if not, man, they'll shut them down.
And just in case y'all don't know, man, and appreciate you, Mike, for watching, man. And I didn't tell y'all, man, look, like, subscribe, comment, and share this link with your people, with your partners, with your family. Thank y'all for watching, who are watching, who will watch. But if y'all didn't know, man, I'm a Houston Astros fan to the core. Okay, I was born and raised in Houston. My father is out of place. I'm always gonna tell him that. He's from Northern Louisiana, but he's a Yankees fan, and for good reason. And so this is a rivalry. They've developed a real rivalry, especially over the last 5 years. And we talking about the Yankees, who have won a World Series in each decade in the last 100 years. Okay, the last time they won a World Series championship was, I believe, back in 2009, and I think that's the last time they've been to one. And so
Right.
the two chances that they had to get to World Series, guess who was in their way? The Houston Astros. And it just
Correct.
so happened in 2017, the Houston Astros were stealing signs that year. And then in 2019, Altuve walked off Haroldis Chapman in a blazing, crushing homer in that ALCS Game 6.
Right.
So the Yankees do not like the Astros. It's a real rivalry. I love it. Now the Yankees did win today. If I didn't mention that, the Yankees won 7-3. Bregman did come out and hit a homer in the first. And Bregman seems to, he just, Derek Jeter's his favorite player. That's why he wears number 2. Every
Right.
time he goes to Yankee Stadium, man, he just seems to go yard, man. It's some comfort level that he has when he's in that place. But I
Right.
told you about this 2 weeks ago when we talked about this upcoming game. I told you a few things. One, the Yankees bats are gonna start waking up. Them guys are way too talented for their bats not to wake up, and you see that starting to happen. Now, argument can be made. Oh well, it was a good game, 3-3 into the sixth inning, where Alex Bregman made that throwing error.
It
But I
was
mean,
Bregman.
man,
Okay.
LeMahieu hit a tapper, in right in front of the pitcher, man, in between the pitcher and the third baseman, and Bregman had the barehanded. And man, those are some of the toughest plays for a third baseman on that hot corner.
Right.
And now he scooped the ball up, but man, he just made a wide throw. And even if the throw would have been a good throw, it wouldn't have been there on time. But it wouldn't have got 3 of them in. You know what I mean?
Right.
So
Right.
also Gurriel looks as though he hit a home run in the 5th inning, I believe, and they called it back. They called it a double. I think it was about 2 or 3 inches, man, from the line, right
Okay.
below the line. Yeah, they slowed it down, man. So uh, Mike says, ooh wee. No, he says, oh man, thanks for that context about your fandom. That's great to have that rivalry going on between y'all. Yeah, Mike, it's me and my old man, I'm son, he's father, so we're good. But I think we recognize that the Yankees and the Astros, they got something brewing, man. It ain't like what San Diego and the Dodgers got, but man, it's brewing up. But Pop, y'all got the first game, man. Stanton, Giancarlo Stanton went 4 for 5, man.
Yeah.
4 for 5.
Yeah.
What a
Yeah. He's
homer.
like.
Matter of fact, he was one triple away from the cycle.
Oh, he was.
So
Okay.
one triple away from the cycle. So man, y'all are back hitting, man. You still don't think so, or you ain't sold?
Nah. Nah. I'm not hitting like. Think about it, man. And we talked about this last week. Levin Norris 2 years ago hit 38 home runs. Okay.
Right?
Uh, the catcher who didn't even play tonight, Sanchez, hit 39 home runs, man. I
Yeah.
mean, Aaron Hicks hit 27 home runs. And between the three of them, they may have 4 home runs, 5 home runs between them. So no, man, we're not hitting like we need to hit based on the fact that we're gonna have a good pitching staff, man. I mean, throw away Cole and stuff, man. And I mean, our pitching staff now. The guy who pitched tonight is not a bad pitcher. He's the one that got in trouble last year because of the assault, beat
Right.
up his girlfriend. And
Right.
2 years ago, he was actually our best pitcher. But I'm talking about guys that's gonna go out there and shut you down. Okay, he pitched 5 innings, gave up, I think 4 hits, 3 runs, and stuff like that. But I mean, if we gonna win, we got to get either Garrett Cole kind of performances every night, and that's not going to happen because we don't have that kind of pitching. Even when our former ace get back and stuff, to Belly, but we got to. Hey, putting 7 runs on the boards has got to be something we got to do on a nightly basis in order to win. Okay, and so yeah, we put 7 on the board tonight. We only had 9 hits. I'm talking about bombing. I'm talking about 1,
Only
2, 3,
9
4.
hits. Only 9 hits. Hey, don't forget to mention, Pop, y'all have the second best bullpen in the league right now, StatCast shows. So,
Yeah,
I mean, you got that going for you.
Yeah, Chad Green's good reliever, and then of course Chapman and stuff. But I can remember, man, we had 3 closers, man. We used to put one in the 7th, one in the 8th, and Aroldis Chapman, we used to come shut it down. So what I'm saying is, man, Hal Steinbrenner is different from his dad. George didn't care. Okay, George didn't care. I remember when we signed Dave Winfield. And Dave Winfield was a right fielder, and so we already had Reggie Jackson. He said, "Well, put him somewhere, but put him in left field."
Right.
I remember when we signed Alex Rodriguez. We had a shortstop. Derek Jeter was our shortstop. What are we gonna do with George? Well, put him on third base. Put him somewhere. Let him sell a popcorn. That's the way George was. That was his attitude. I don't care what it take. I don't care what it take to win. I want to win. If I got to put 10 starters out there and they pitch 1 inning apiece, and I pay them all $50 million, that's the way George was. But see, Hal's not like that. Hal trying to stay below the cap and, trying to get below the threshold. Hey, man, and I mean, I'm not saying you can't win like that. But what I am saying is they're not going to go all out to win like the old man did. Okay? The old man didn't care.
Right.
You Dave Winfield and Reggie Jackson don't get along? Guess what? They ain't got to. Just hit home runs and win baseball games. Okay?
Yeah, Mike says that that's the truth. Payne Hal isn't George. He was one of a kind, man.
He's one of a kind, man. He one of a kind. He was one of a kind. And so, like I said, Hal, I can understand it's a family business and stuff, but like I say, man, if you go continue to compete, you gonna beat the Dodgers because the Dodgers gonna put that money out there. Yeah. They don't care. Yeah. I mean, they don't care. If they got to go buy a player and pay him $50 million just to win a championship, what's the shortstop name with the San Diego? Not the shortstop, the third baseman.
With who?
Manny with the San Diego Dodgers.
Yeah.
He was just a rental, man. He was just a rental. They gave up the farm to get him. So they trying to win. You got to do whatever you got to do to win. Okay? And so, that's the thing that worries me about the Astros, man. I mean, I know George Springer was long in the tooth as far as, his age and stuff, but there's no way, man. I mean, I would have, whatever it took to sign him, I would have signed him. Now, Correa is a different thing. I just think he asked for too much money and stuff. But
he's just not dangerous, pal. You know what I mean?
He's not dangerous.
He's
I agree.
Good. He's decent. You can see the potential there, man. His arm is second to none. He got the best arm.
Defensively.
Defensively. To me, he's the best shortstop in the league defensively,
no doubt.
Man.
No doubt.
Y'all can use a guy like that because Gleyber Torres is not really a shortstop, man. But
not
that's
a shortstop.
A whole other story.
Yeah.
But he's not dangerous behind the plate. When he gets up to the plate, man, and you got a guy on second and a guy on third, and it's 2 outs, man, I'm not scared. I'm like, he's finna strike out, ground out. I think he grounds in more double plays than anybody on the team, man.
Yeah,
and so he doesn't have that lift, man. He's one of those guys, man, that just doesn't seem like he's gonna reach his full potential, man. You look at a guy like Clowney, and I don't want to digress too much, but man, he just made bad decision after bad decision after bad decision.
Right.
He should have went one place, took his money, because man, he's never reached his full potential because he's always been that guy. Carlos Correa's always been that guy, man.
Yeah.
He always been that guy. And so to me, I would have liked to keep George Springer, man.
I would have too.
Here's the thing. Even if George Springer hitting 250, he hitting 40 bombs, man.
Right.
I mean, he hit one. Shoot, man, he hit the one other day, man. He hit it out the park, man. He went by
Right,
475,
right, right,
480,
right,
man.
right.
And I mean, just missing a guy like that at the bottom of the lineup, it hurts. And not only that, in center field, man, we got a guy named Miles Straw, man. He 5'4", 120 pounds, soaking wet, man. And I mean, he got speed. That's all he got. His bat is trash. He
Can't
ain't
steal
got
first
no
base though.
homers. Yeah, he could do that, but he got caught today. You know, and that the catcher y'all got there who earned a position over Sanchez, dude got a cannon.
No,
You
he can
hear
throw the
me?
ball. Yeah,
Oh man,
yeah.
he tossed straw so fast, man. And so yeah, man, it's just I would like to see the Astros grow a pair and do like the Dodgers and the Yankees, and man, pay your players, man.
Pay
Even
him.
with
Yeah,
Correa, pay him,
yeah,
man.
yeah.
Pay that man. I don't care if he ain't reaching his full potential. He's still good.
Right,
Yeah, he's good with this team. Pay that man what he need to get so you can keep him here, man. You should
right.
have never let Garrett Cole go. How you do that? How you
Never.
let a guy Garrett Cole was a decent pitcher when he was in
Decent,
Pittsburgh. But when
decent.
he got here, Britt Strong turned that boy into a beast,
I agree.
a monster,
I agree.
man. I mean, showed him how to control that pitch, especially that high fastball.
Right.
Oh man, he killing cats, man. I forgot who y'all played the other day, man. He threw 12 strikeouts, man. That ain't nothing to
Yeah.
him. You know
Man,
what I
nothing.
mean? It
Yeah.
ain't nothing at all, man. And so now, man, the Astros, I think they're gonna have a decent season this year. I think we'll lose this series with the Yankees because the Yankees, they in our head, man. And we don't have the pitching. If we don't go up in the game, we don't have the pitching to sustain us. If our starters are not going deep, our bullpen is not good at all, man. Yeah, not good at all. And I mean, we don't have a true closer. Ryan Presley's not a closer, man. He's a guy you throw in there in the eighth inning, man, and he got great stuff, but he's
Right.
just not a closer, man. So Mike says, "What's up with JV? Is he injured with TJ?" Man, you using initials. Who you talking about, Mike JV? Are you talking about Jadevion? Florida Pool Man says, maybe you guys would have won if you were playing at home with a few cans. That's funny. That's funny, Florida man. Hey, but you know what? You know what? Let me tell you something, Florida Pool man. A Yankees fan will tell you this. Any Yankees fan worth their salt will tell you this. The Astros didn't need them cans.
They
They
didn't need
know.
them.
They know how good, how talented those
They didn't
bats
need
are
them
over there.
cans. Yeah.
They didn't need them cans, man.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And
Right.
so, you talking about Justin Verlander? Justin
Oh, okay.
Verlander probably will be back at the end of the season. If we make it to the playoffs, he'll pitch in the playoffs. He's already throwing. I don't know if he's throwing hard, but he's tossing right now. So, yeah. That's what's up with Verlander, man. But yeah, Pop, y'all got game one. The Yankees win 7-3 over the Astros in the Bronx in Yankee Stadium. Giancarlo Stanton goes yard. He goes 4 for 5 and leads them to a win. Herman had a quality start, 4 hits, 3 earned runs. And your bullpen, man, they came in and they took care of that business. They didn't even have to put Aroldis Chapman in there. And so, yeah, man, Yankees get game one. We'll see what happens tomorrow. Pop, is there anything, man, you want to lead us out with, man, before we close shop?
No, just tell the people out there to keep subscribing, man. Keep ringing that bell, man. We trying to we changed the format of our show. We're on
Right.
every day, every afternoon, man. And we're gonna come to you with some sizzling hot takes, man. So appreciate everybody that listens to us.
Absolutely. Hey, man, thank y'all for watching again. Again, y'all see what's scrolling at the bottom of the page. Like, subscribe to our channel on YouTube, man. Comment and share this link with your partners, with your family, and everybody that you know, man. Thank y'all so much, man. See y'all tomorrow again around this same time. Grace and peace to all y'all.